"You're overreacting," Mom screamed after my sister broke my arm with a hammer. "It's just a bruise. Stop making a scene." But when my doctor saw the x-ray, everything changed. You know that sound? The one in movies when a bone breaks? That sickening wet crack that makes you physically recoil? It's a sound you assume is just Hollywood exaggeration. I'm here to tell you it's not. If anything, they tone it down. The actual sound is intimate. It's a sound that happens inside you, a deep, resonant snap that you feel in your teeth and behind your eyes before the pain even registers. I was lying on the cold, unforgiving hardwood of our living room floor. My arm was bent at an angle that defied basic anatomy, a grotesque new joint where there shouldn't be one. Swelling was already puffing up the skin, distorting my wrist into something alien. And standing over me, breathing hard like she'd just run a marathon, was my older sister, Samantha. In her hand, held loosely at her side, was the claw hammer from my dad's old toolbox. Her face wasn't apologetic. It wasn't scared. It was flushed with the pure, ugly satisfaction of victory. The metallic tang of blood, my blood, mingled with the cloying lemon scent of the floor cleaner Mom insisted on using. In the sudden, deafening silence, the only sounds were the frantic ticking of the cheap plastic wall clock and my own ragged, shallow breaths. That's when I heard my mother's voice float across the room. It wasn't a shout. It wasn't a gasp of horror. It was calm, annoyed even, bored. "Ava, for God's sake, stop overreacting." I blinked, certain the shock had made me mishear her. My mouth opened, a silent plea, but my lungs wouldn't work. I turned my head, the movement sending a fresh jolt of agony up my arm, and stared at her. She was standing by the doorway to the kitchen, arms crossed over her chest, a dish towel still slung over her shoulder. She was just watching, waiting for the drama to be over. "It's just a bruise," she sighed, shaking her head with the practiced weariness of a woman who had simply had enough of my theatrics. "Siblings fight. It's normal. Get up." Samantha let out a little smirk. The hammer swung slightly as she shifted her weight, as if she just used it to hang a picture instead of shatter my ulna. The throbbing in my arm was a brutal drumbeat, but through the fog of pain, one thought cut through with chilling clarity. This was not normal. This was not a sibling fight. This was an assault. I had just been attacked in my own home by the person who had made my life a living hell for years, and the one person on this earth whose literal job it was to protect me was telling me to walk it off. My mind splintered. One part of me wanted to unleash a primal scream, to curse her for her coldness, to demand she really look, at what her precious golden child had done. Another, smaller part wanted to obey, to crawl into a dark corner and disappear, just like I always did. But then, a third voice emerged. It was a whisper I'd never heard before, quiet but forged from steel. "This is it. This is the last time. The last time they hurt you and tell you it's not real. The last time they get to decide the limits of your pain. The last time you let their definition of normal erase you." My arm felt like it was on fire, each heartbeat a fresh wave of torture, but somewhere beneath the terror and the profound, soul-crushing betrayal, a tiny spark ignited. It wasn't hope, not yet. Hope was a luxury I couldn't afford. It was something harder, something sharper. It was the beginning of an idea, the beginning of a plan.